Welcome back to Scripted Apocalypse, guys. I just want to first say I love you guys, and if this video has found you, you have eyes to see and ears to hear. Scripted Apocalypse, just a reminder, Apocalypse is a time of unveiling, a time of truths being revealed, revelations, and that's exactly what we've been going through the last couple years. Ever since 2020, the Great Conjunction of December 20th, 2020, December 21st maybe, 2020. There has been an activation in DNA and consciousness awareness that has been rapidly progressing across the globe. And I use the globe term very loosely. If you know, you know. So there's two events going on simultaneously, what people refer to as the Great Awakening and the Great Reset. And the Great Reset is needed for the Great Awakening. Okay, it just is what it is. I want you to think about all the people that are now questioning the narratives, questioning their governments, questioning their medical facilities, questioning their schooling systems, questioning the celebrity idolization, questioning what kind of foods they're eating, where they're getting their food from, just questioning everything. And that is happening due to the quote-unquote tyrannical events that have occurred over the last couple of years. Now, there is an unfortunate hijacking of this Great Awakening taking place, and that's the MAGA movement. Again, to quote J.P. Morgan, millionaires do not study astrology, but billionaires do. Look up the Vatican and how they have the largest observatory and telescope in the world. And its name is Lucifer. They pay attention to cycles. They knew what was coming. They knew the summer before the Great Conjunction, they shut down all the observatories. Look it up. In June of 2019, they were shutting down observatories and not letting people in. Okay, that should tell you right there that they were paying attention to something happening in our clock. We live on a clock, guys, and there's nothing new under the sun. Okay, you've heard that saying before. It's true. There's nothing new under the sun. We've gone through these transitions of times, of ages, and that's what we're in the end of an age, and we're moving through to a new age. Okay, they call it the Fourth Industrial Revolution. Okay, that's what they're labeling it as. This is a new age. There's going to be a new monetary system. There's going to be new governing systems. There's new the way we do information. Everything has changed over these last 2 decades, going back to 2001. And you know what happened in 2001. There was another ritual event that happened in 2001. If you know, you know. Okay. Revelations 9:11 talks about a bottomless pit, but go look in New York City at a certain memorial. There's not a big hole in the ground, is there? Again, everything's a scripted reality, guys. And so with this Great Awakening, there are new writers, new creators coming to the table. You have so much power that they're not letting you know that, yeah, just because up until now it is played out just like you see it, just like a script, that does not mean that the rest of it has to play out the way they've told you it's going to go. You have all the power. The entities manipulating the leaders of this world, will go with that explanation, okay? The entities that manipulate the leaders of this world into these policies that are told to you that you have to follow, it's all BS, guys. Because what they actually do is they manipulate your energy, your emotions. Emotions is nothing more than energy and motion. And they choose to use fear to do it. So everything in this Great Reset, this Revelation chapter, is all about fear. And you think that it's all set in stone. So you're sitting by and you're doing absolutely nothing. Not everyone, but most people are literally sitting by like it just is what it is. There's nothing you can do. It's going to play out as it's going to play out. The world is going to fall apart. The Antichrist is going to show himself. And then eventually someone's going to come down from the clouds and fix everything. What if none of that has to go down? What if you really do have free will to change the script? Now, we are a collective conscious. There is going to be a majority rules type scenario, but it might not even need to be a majority. Okay, that's the thing. It might just need to be a percentage, what they call critical mass, of people returning to their true self. Okay? Return to your true self. And we can change everything, guys. We can change everything. So don't fall for the narratives. Continue to focus on the one thing that you're in control of, and that's bettering yourself, diversifying yourself, learning skills, sovereign skills, how to grow food, how to can food, how to build shelter, how to identify food in the forest, medicines. Let thy food be thy medicine by thy food. If there's one thing I can tell you to try and get a control over, that is your eating habits. They have got everyone locked up in this world through their gut, through their solar plexus, really through two things, through food and through the desire for sex, a sexual release, without it being used for procreation or a spiritual act, an actual spiritual act of two energies coming together. People are just, it's a recreational sport. It's how many notches do I have in my bedpost? I'm going to brag to the guys, whatever it is. And I'm only going to speak from a guy's perspective because I'm not going to touch on the female's perspective because there's plenty of females can do that themselves. But they got you through the solar plexus, guys. So the biggest thing I can tell you to focus on is cleaning out your gut, controlling the food addiction. Okay, because that right there is what most of us work their entire life for, just to be able to eat. Most people are literally on a budget of eating to live, and they're living to eat. Like, instead of eating to live, they're living to eat, but they're on a budget where that's literally all they can do is barely get a roof over their head and eat 3 meals a day, which is completely unnecessary, and a bunch of snacks and junk foods, all processed, all chemical based, all heavily induced with horrible sugars, and they've got you addicted. Sugar's the #1 addicted substance, I believe, on the FDA website. I think it rates above crack and heroin and all that other stuff. Got to get that gut under control, guys. If you can break the chains of addiction on food, you're going to be able to conquer anything. I mean that. It is the hardest thing to do because it's everywhere. It's easy. You can do it just sitting there. No efforts. All the worst foods are just pre-made, ready to go. You don't even have to pop. You can just open a bag of chips. You can open some Pop-Tarts. You can pop some BS in a radioactive microwave, and it's not cooking the food. It's destroying all the nutrients in it. It's boiling the water inside of your items. You gotta look into what microwaves are actually doing and how they're used, guys. I know I'm on a little bit of a ramble here because that's what I do. I just channel and let it flow. So I'm hoping something in this message resonates with you. The point of the message is these things have to happen, and the best thing you can do is focus on what you can actually control over anything else, and that's the temple. Focus on that, guys. Your assets and everything, we talk about how you protect them, guys. We've talked about how you need the living trust. You need your LLCs, your home, your assets, everything under a living trust. You need your beneficiaries, your children to be under the living trust, and you need to be diversified, okay? But all of that stuff is still just material stuff. It does not matter. It does not go with you wherever we are headed when we leave this realm. And everyone leaves this realm at some point. Some stay a lot longer than others, and I'm talking about multiple lives. That's where we get into reincarnation and stuff like that, guys. So I'm going to end this in the next minute. I want to recap and remind you. 1, you are in control of everything once you realize that you are in control. The minute you realize, you know what, I chose what I wore today, I chose what I ate today, I chose what music I listened today. I chose if I decided to talk to that person, how I decided to talk to that person, what tones of voice I used, what attitudes I chose, what energy I presented to the world. You are in control. Nobody else. Take back that control and start manifesting the world that you deserve. Starts with manifesting the life that you deserve. Take care of yourself, guys. You are all that you have ever needed. Now, when you're ready, there's plenty of us out there that want to help and guide and show you the things that have worked for us, but we can't do it until you are ready. All this other stuff is distraction. Focus on yourself. I love you guys. It's going to get better. I promise. Take care. We'll see you in the next video.